안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 Maria입니다. 오늘은 we are going to talk about the full season of Celebrity, a recently concluded K-drama that you can find over on Instagram. You can find over on Netflix. I don't know why, but I just tried to do that intro like 4 or 5 different times and it was not verbally coming out, so we're gonna keep it with you can find it over on Instagram. For any of you who saw that community tab post about this being a combined video for both Celebrity and Revenant, I do apologize. I am just not super happy with the script for my review of Revenant quite yet, so I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to push it out just to have it completed in time for Wednesday. I think we'll just talk about Celebrity this week, and then in a few weeks we'll talk about Revenant. Celebrity is a 12-episode melodrama that follows the rise and fall in popularity of a e-celeb. With humble beginnings, our female lead was just a woman trying to get by, just trying to make ends meet. But everything changes when she runs into an old high school classmate who is now an extremely successful Instagram influencer. While peeking behind the curtain to the lives of the rich and the influencers might sound super interesting to you, what really drew me in is the mystery. Because you see, our narrator for Celebrity, our female lead, is actually dead. Okay, so let's talk pros, cons. I will give my overall rating, and then I have a few spoiler type things I'm going to discuss. So I'll have that very clearly labeled at the end when that starts. I want to talk specifically my feelings about the ending of Celebrity. So the pros, and I really want to begin by talking about the pacing and then the mystery within Celebrity. For those of you who have been around on my channel for a little while, you might remember that stories about the rich 1% never really grabbed me. So what got me interested in Celebrity is the mystery, not the depictions of wealth and glamour. While those are in the show and some of those sequences were quite enjoyable, again, they're visual fluff that I am just not, it just doesn't really appeal to me. I would say the first 8 to 10 episodes of Celebrity are 100% binge-worthy. The writers are doing a really good job at dropping breadcrumbs for multiple different storylines. The visuals of Celebrity is also something I want to praise, as they also kept me engaged. Again, not the visuals of, oh, look at this beautiful dress, or look at these shoes and this photo shoot happening. Not those kind of visuals, but the more production side of the visuals. The production absolutely enhanced all the emotions going on. One example that I can think of off the top of my head is the nightclub scene. If you've seen the show, I think you'll know which one I'm talking about. But it follows the so-called influencer friend group, and something really awful has happened in one of the VIP rooms at this nightclub. And this event has really put our female lead ill at ease. She doesn't know how to process what she has just seen. She's stunned, a little bit in shock, and me as the audience member knew exactly how she was feeling, because the camera work and the lighting also made me feel sick. The camera sways in this really eerie way that made me feel like I was on a ship at sea, and the lights would change between neon blue, reds, and greens in a sickening way. There were so many of these moments of really beautiful visual storytelling. I applaud the way that Celebrity is able to convey the characters' emotions, especially our female lead, in a way that doesn't involve any dialogue. But now let's move on to the cons. You guys will have to let me know if you're feeling the same way about this recent trend within K-dramas where they're kind of shifting the standard length of a series from 16 episodes to 14 episodes. And I've noticed when shows are around the 14 episode mark, they are a little bit more plot focused. And I don't personally feel as connected with the characters. I feel like there's lots about the characters, even if I really like them, that I don't know, that I wish I could spend more time with them and discover more about them. Am I the only one that feels like this? This sense of not connecting on a deep level to these characters definitely happened within Celebrity. Celebrity is absolutely what I would call a plot-driven show. There's basically no breathing room to really feel comfortable and like you know these characters. Nor did I get invested in a few of the relationships that were formed within the show because there's just not enough time. A main one that stands out to me as a problem is the romance. Yes, there is a romance in Celebrity, and I absolutely loved the setup for this romance. Before the pair actually get together, there's great tension, really electric chemistry and sexual tension. Like, it's so good. But as soon as they do get together, their relationship milestones and moments, they happen all off screen. So you as the audience member don't get to really see these characters when they're finally in the relationship. I want to know. I want to know what they talk about. I want to know the dynamic. Like, what does a relationship look like for them? I want to know, and I was robbed. This de-emphasis on characters and character relationships in favor of focusing on plot is why I think I found the ending so dissatisfying. I really felt nothing. The last 2 episodes of this show was quite a drag for me to get through. I wasn't shocked by any of the reveals. I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. I was pretty emotionless because I could see that the show was ending and I just didn't care. So my overall rating for Celebrity is going to be a 3.75 out of 5 stars. This is really driven by the fact that the pacing is really good. It's a great mystery ride. I believe anything above a 3.5 is a good rating. Like, when I give a show above 3.5, it's a good show. It's probably worth your time. It would be closer to a 4 or maybe a 4.5 if we were just given one more episode maybe that was a bit more calm and we could watch characters interact more. Both the romance I felt like was underdeveloped, but then also the friendship between our female lead and her best friend, which is important for the show, was pretty underdeveloped. When certain things happened with them, I was very detached from it. I didn't feel any betrayal, which I think I was supposed to feel. Okay, it's spoiler time. Please leave now if you don't want to hear any spoilers. Okay, the ending. I want to know your opinion on what the theme of this show was. Because she didn't die in the end, I think the message of this show is be cautious of social media. Be aware that the things you see online are not real. And you can see evidence of this theme or this message already within the show, being how the friend group, the Instagram girly group, they're really fake when they're on camera, and then when the camera's off, they're very cold to one another. So I can see people making the argument that that is the message of the show. Be wary of social media, it's not real life. But I don't think that is the message of the show. What I think the message of the show is the critique of netizens. I feel that Celebrity is trying to highlight how problematic it is for we as internet and social media users, how quickly we are able to throw our support behind someone that we don't know and also withdraw that support and cancel them and act really nasty to people online who, again, we don't know, but are still human beings. I think that scene where the hands are like coming out of the darkness to like essentially like text, I think that scene says it all. If that is the theme, which again, there's other things within the show which makes me think that that is the theme, specifically how our female lead actually makes posts about people and how people are followers and she doesn't need likes to feel validated. If that's the theme, then I think she should have died at the end. I really think that her not being dead undermines that message, because people, celebrities, e-celebrities, do commit suicide based on comments. And I think showing that, oh, she faked her death to get a point across, lends itself more towards the social media isn't real discussion rather than you need to act better online discussion. So you guys, that is everything from me. I hope you have a good day and a good night. Bye.